Alright, in this video we're going to talk about unit rates and best buys. Part of unit 6 still, so our color is still red. Alright, unit rates. A unit rate is a rate with a denominator of 1. So for example, 50 miles per hour is 50 miles driven in 1 hour. And we would write that as 50 miles. The division bar says per 1 hour is how you would write that as a rate. Okay. When converting to unit rates, we can still use proportions. However, it is much simpler to just divide the numerator by the denominator. A couple of tips here. If you have some money, if money is one of the units in your problem, it should always go in the numerator. And if time, like hours or seconds or minutes, is part of your problem, that should always go in the denominator. So example number 1. Hurricane Katrina dropped about 14 inches of rain over a 48-hour period. How much rain is this per hour? Round your answer to the nearest tenth of an inch. So we have 14 inches of rain over 48 hours. And so notice we have a time measurement. Time should always go in the denominator. So we're doing 14 inches in 48 hours. Okay, and we want to go to inches per hour. So again, that division bar always says per. We can make a note of that. Division bar says per. Okay, so we're going to divide numerator 14 divided by 48. So 14 divided by 48 gives me 0.291666 repeating. We're rounding to the nearest tenth of an inch, so we're looking at the tenths place, going 1 to the right, and that's a 9. So the 9 is going to make the 2 round up to a 3. So this is going to be 0.3 inches per hour. And it's very important that you always include your units in your final answer here. Alright, example number 2. In the typing world, being able to type 2,400 words in 30 minutes is considered acceptable. What is this rate in words per minute? So again, we have 2,400 words and we have 30 minutes. Time, always in the denominator, so we're going to put 30 minutes in the denominator and 2,400 words in the numerator. Always a good idea to include your units when you're doing setup. So please make sure that you're including your units there. Alright, numerator divided by the denominator. So I have 2,400 divided by 30. So 2,400 divided by 30 gives me 80. And our units, words per minute. Remember, the division bar always says per, so words per minute. And please, please, please make sure you include your units in your final answer here. Let me box that one in. I didn't do that earlier. All right, last example. Unit rates can help us determine the best price for an object based on size. And nerds like me do this all the time at the grocery store. And actually, if you go to Walmart and you look at any of the price labels, they calculate the cost per ounce pretty frequently for you in order to help you decide what is a better buy. So, example 3, Miss Drexel paid $12.72 for a giant bag, 42 ounces of M&Ms at Costco. She can buy a much smaller bag of M&Ms, 12.6 ounces, at Walmart for $2.88. Which was the better buy? So here's my large bag. All right, my hint up at the top, money should always be in the numerator. So I'm going to look at my cost here. I have $12.72 for a giant bag, and that was 42 ounces. So $12.72 for 42 ounces. The smaller bag of M&Ms would be 12.6 ounces, and in the numerator $2.88. Okay, so we always do the numerator divided by the denominator. 12.72 divided by 42. So 12.72 divided by 42 is 0.3028571. And if we round that, money gets 2 decimal places, so we round to the hundredths. So this is going to be 30 cents per ounce. Again, dollar division bar says per, so dollars per ounce, 30 cents or $0.3 per 1 ounce. All right, second one, division, 2.88 divided by 12.6. So we use the calculator. 2.88 divided by 12.6 is 0.2285714. And again, money always gets 2 decimal places. So I look at the hundredths place and then 1 to the right. That 8 is going to make the 2 round up to a 3, so I have $0.23 per ounce. So if we want the better buy, we want the cheaper price per ounce. So that's going to be the 23 cents per ounce. So my cheaper buy is the smaller bag of M&Ms. The smaller bag is cheaper, so it's the best buy. Let's make that a full sentence. The smaller bag is cheaper, so it's the best buy.